you. This is Out of the Rough with Noah Cheney, and this is episode 2. A little bummed out. I wanted to do a round review of the round I had on Sunday at Stonebridge, but I ended up getting a second-degree burn on my leg, got some bacon grease on it, and still healing, so I was able to get out there, thankfully, but like by the end I was limping, and honestly halfway through I couldn't really even from the beginning, honestly, I couldn't bend down to read putts or anything like that. So it was just a tough round overall. And hopefully, this coming week, I can do a full round review, tell you what went good, what went bad. Hopefully, be able to play the whole round there. Um, the second thing I kind of want to talk about is the progress in the sport. So I practice about 6 days a week. I hit the range. I hit balls about 3 to 4 days a week. I putt every day, and then of course the round on Sunday. I would say that overall progress isn't linear. I would look at it more like if you're losing weight. If you weigh yourself and you're 183, or we'll go with 283, right? And you weigh yourself at the next day, you could be 285, but then the day after that, you could be 279. My point is that it's not a constant growth. It's really more like this, because you're going to fix something in your swing, and your swing's going to go up, and then you're going to fix another thing, it's going to go dip down, and then you're going to fix another thing, it's going to skyrocket up again. And I would say that if you can stay consistent, so rather than riding those highs of hitting great shots, hitting great rounds, if you can stay consistent through the progress, regardless if you hit highs or lows, it's going to help you out a lot more tremendously than just riding those highs. Another thing I want to kind of go over again is revisit my why. One of my buddies was saying, he's like, oh, you should do, road to scratch or something like that. So right now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a 16 handicap, which isn't great at all. I would say I have a pretty good swing, and I'm still building my game, but it is what it is right now, and I think I could be, a lot better than that. Which I am. I recently quit weed about a week and a half ago, so for anyone who's doing that, keep going. Um, but yeah, so the reason why I don't want to do that is because you can, no offense to anyone doing out there, but you can find, hundreds of golfers who are doing road to scratch or something similar. I'm looking to, kind of do my own pace, inspire, and, my dream is for some kid in Nebraska or wherever to pick up a club because they saw me, through the grind, they saw my progress and they saw what I could do. And hopefully I can film it for you guys and show you everything I'm doing. Um, what I'm looking to do in the next previous weeks is really, um, go into detail on my round by round. Um, Keep lowering that handicap. Of course, I'm not happy with that 16, but you got to start somewhere. And this is just around that time where I started taking golf serious again. So, I'm not too upset by it, but it kind of is what it is at this point. Um, but yeah, even if you're just swinging in your backyard, recording your swing, regardless if it's in the backyard, if you're putting on your carpet, if it's at the range, whatever you're doing is going to help tremendously. And like I said, if you can stay consistent over time, whether it's on the course, whether it's in your practice, you're going to be much better off. Because I remember being at the Travelers, and I was pretty hammered at the Travelers, but what I do remember is they they all stayed consistent regardless of whatever shot they hit. Now I know they're pros, and we're not going to be like that. We'll probably show some more emotion or jump up and down if we hit a sweet shot by the green, but at this, or by the cup I meant. But like at the same time, if you can stay consistent through those highs and lows, when you hit a bad shot, it's going to help you out tremendously more, because you're not going to get in your head as much, you're not going to overthink it, you're just going to go right to the next one. And I actually had a round that was 2 weeks ago on a par 5 where I shanked my drive, and then my second 4 iron, I hit a tree, bounces in the middle of the fairway. I literally put my second shot, or third shot, was 236 out from the green. I put it like 20 yards to the right of the green, chipped up, and then put it a foot to the cup and tapped in for par. So pars, like if you look at Jordan Spieth, it's not, I know he's a pro, but it's not just shot, two putt for par on a par 5, or shot, putt for par. It doesn't have to come that way. So you're never out of it, and the more you remember that, the more progress you'll make overall. If there's anything you guys want to see, regardless if it's more in detail about my swing, If there's anything you want me to talk about, more than happy to. I'm looking to get some buddies on here, maybe do PGA talk, hopefully get, another pro or something, and kind of dig into what their day to day is like for training. I would say fitness and hydration is key. I didn't realize how much hydration helps until I actually tried it out for myself. So silly enough, I mean, like, meaning, like, of course, we all fucking drink water, excuse my language, but um when you truly do hydrate, you lock in your supplements, you're going to swing how you want to swing versus, kind of going out there and just winging it. You're going to feel tighter, you're going to feel more tense, you're not going to swing as well. So make sure that every time you play, you're super hydrated before. And, I see a lot of guys, put down 2, 3 beers or whatever drinks it is and get upset when they hit a bad shot. It's like, dude, if you played sober and you actually put in the time to practice, then maybe you wouldn't be hitting such bad shots. And sure, if you enjoy drinking on the course, who am I to ruin that for you? I'm not looking to do that, but don't be upset when you hit a bad shot. You got a little buzz going. But again, I would say after that, next week I'm looking to hopefully play this Sunday. Hopefully my leg's going to be healed up, and I'm going to give you kind of a breakdown of my round, what went well, what didn't went well, and go from there. But anyways, appreciate you tuning in. Peace. See you next week.